Let's go to some drastic, sad news, as we have another video game developer studio that is shutting down. Absolutely tragic.
Oh, no.
Let's go to Goon Swarm Games.
Oh, my favorite.
They're big on X over here. As Kay, maybe you can fill us in a little bit of what's happening here. As I just want to read this sentence here, read this statement here. It says, "Our project and everything we built over the past 6 years was canceled in just a few days. Our studio was mistakenly accused of using AI-generated art in our games, and every attempt to clarify our work only escalated the situation. In the last few hours, we've received a number of threats, insults, and mockery, which pushed us towards a very difficult decision. We're truly sorry for the artists who put their soul into this and supported our studio, only to face false AI accusations. It's tough to pour so much energy into a game and end up caught in the middle of an AI war by accident. We've decided to shut down the studio and in all future activities. Thank you for being with us.
Wow. Stay
strong, play games." Kay, what the hell are they talking about?
Okay, this has been a very interesting saga. I think a lot of you are familiar with the game Postal, I would hope. We're all real gamers here, so we understand what Postal is, running with scissors. Well, Running with Scissors decided to outsource a game that they wanted to create to Goon Swarm. And, well, let's just say that people saw the trailer and they thought that there might be some AI involved in the situation. And it caused a bit of a back and forth between the community of Running with Scissors, because Running with Scissors itself is actually very against AI publicly. So that's where Goon Swarm comes into this conversation, is really just they were the company that was outsourced to originally.
Well, here let's go play this. Just we can kind of keep a look at it. No audio here.
Yeah.
But just kind of see if there's anything that it could be thought of as AI here from a few graphical perspectives. I will tell you this right now. Just based off of the look of this, it definitely looks like some sort of AI creation, at least in that cutscene here.
So I think the concept of this game is actually really cool. It's essentially a Vampire Survivors game.
Okay.
But you're playing Postal. So all the enemies are coming towards you and you're shooting and you're upgrading your weapons.
Yeah.
I think this is actually a really awesome game concept. And I'm really sad that Goon Swarm was like, no, we're just done. It's not happening. But I do feel like I see some touch of AI to it. Everyone has their different stance on it. But it's really the idea of how aggressively against AI Running with Scissors is.
Right. So we have this, which is interesting because they announced this game and then literally the next day they canceled it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's one of the quickest cancellations I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I'm confused though. So they were accused of using AI, and so they just decided to shut down their studio.
Right.
That was their response.
Yes.
Sounds like the most guilty I've. That sounds extraordinarily guilty.
That was exactly what happened. Running with Scissors shows this trailer, right? And the community around Running with Scissors says, hey, I thought you guys were against AI. Now, the reason why people thought that Running with Scissors are extremely against AI is because a few days prior, Tim Sweeney, the person who runs Epic Games, was talking about AI disclosures. So pretty much saying whether or not you should disclose that AI is in a video game. And Running with Scissors is very adamant that companies should disclose if there is AI in their games, which I don't disagree with them on that. I do think it might be a good thing to have some kind of tag to say that AI is included. Well, it's very clear that Running with Scissors is aggressively against AI. And then they come out with this trailer days later and everyone looks at it and goes, that looks like AI to me. So that's where the big pushback from the Running with Scissors community came from. And it got so explosive, including the community manager once again exploding on people, just like he did a year ago with me. He started getting very angry at the community, pointing it out, and so that's what happened, and there was too much pressure, and Running with Scissors said, okay, project's done, we're not going to do it. And because the project was done, Goon Swarm then said, okay, studio's also done.
Wow.
It was just what? All in the span of like maybe a max of 48 hours.
So
Like, it
everyone
was,
just
like,
needed
a
to
day.
calm the fuck down. That was
Yeah.
what needed to be done. Everyone.
Instead of just shutting
Yeah.
the entire studio down, right?
It was running with scissors being aggressively against AI towards another video game company, then outsourcing this to a company that ended up using AI.
Allegedly, right? We don't know for sure.
According to everyone's
Okay.
eyes, sure, yeah. And then the community from Running with Scissors pointing that out and saying that I don't like that, or I thought you guys were against AI, only for Running with Scissors to initially double down and say, we wouldn't use AI. You're a retard if you think we would ever use AI, from the community manager. And then them just saying, you know what, never mind. We're not doing this project anymore. And then Goonswarm saying, okay, never mind. We're not a company anymore.
Wow.
In a day.
That's
If anyone, for anyone who doesn't know, I do have a history with Running with Scissors. And last year there was a controversy where there's an account that says every character is a transphobic, and it's a joke account. It's similar to like that everyone is black or Chinese. Like, this is what you look like if you're black or Chinese. If you've seen those before, and they just like pretty much Photoshop you to look black and Chinese. So there's another account that does that, but it just says like the main character in Lion King is transphobic. And so they hit Postal Dude and they said Postal Dude is transphobic. And the community manager of Running with Scissors was like, no, he's not transphobic. To which we all said, he hates everyone. He would harm a child. He would harm anyone. So yes, he would be by definition also transphobic. And it caused the community manager to spiral out at me for covering that story. And so I'm not at all remotely surprised that he then spiraled out, like fast forwarding to today, on people pointing out this issue too.
Well, they were absolutely ratioed in this post,
Yeah.
right? And was pointed out by several developers. Like Ian Fitch came in with a very, very base, just simple. You shut down after 6 years of work because of mistaken accusation? What the fuck? Either that's a lie or you're too fragile for this world. Imagine what would happen if your game received a negative review. Right?
I know.
So, okay, I don't know if you saw this. There's actually an update to this.
Oh, is there more
Yes.
updates? Okay.
As they posted an update following their post an update that they're shutting down the studio with this giant ass paragraph, probably created via AI.
I have not seen this. Oh my god. This story is so funny to me.
Well, let me go ahead and read this for you really quick, and I'll read this as best sultry and emotional as I possibly can. Dear gamers, we want to start with a sincere apology to everyone affected by this situation, the community, the partners, and especially the artists who support us. The last few days have been overwhelming. As a small studio suddenly pushed into the spotlight, we reacted emotionally and defensively. The accusation came as a shock, and we needed time to breathe.
Oh my god.
Look at everything calmly and understand what truly happened. After taking some time and conducting an internal review, we agree with your criticism. The promo art does appear to include or be influenced by AI-generated material. We collaborated with external artists for years and never saw any signs of this. We layered PSDs always. The layered PSDs always look legitimate within our internal pipeline, which is why our internal reaction was to protect our team and defend our innocence. We understand now that your concerns were valid. We take the time. And we take responsibility for not catching this earlier. So that's like them saying, yeah, guess what? It was AI. Which we also want to stress that this issue relates only to the promo art and does not concern the real artists who worked on gameplay visuals, assets, and other content. Many of them have nothing to do with this situation, which is why we chose to shut down the studio. And yet, they have been receiving threats, harassment, and hatred. This is deeply unfair, and we hope this message helps protect them. Their work is real and deserves respect. We previously announced the closure of the studio, and even in this state, we feel responsible for the outcome. As far as our remaining resources allow, we will replace all disputed promo art across our projects with pieces created entirely by human artists. It will take time, but we will do it. We again apologize to everyone who was harmed or affected by this situation. We never intended to mislead anybody, and our earlier statements reflected what we honestly believed in that
All
moment.
right, so I have a question.
Yes, Phoenix.
So it appears that they may have confirmed that it was AI, and then in that confirmation that they did use AI, they're back up and running, that they're not closing.
They are. That's the thing I don't quite understand about this.
So
Yes.
they closed because you accused them of AI. Turns out it may have been AI, so we're coming back, baby. Like, I don't understand the logic.
It sounds like they're just trying to, like, I guess, patch up the situation and fix it. It's a bunch of, like, babies.
This is exactly
just a
what
bunch
dating a
of
woman feels like.
children.
It's just up and down. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Just come back to me when you've got your emotions settled. I don't know what's happening.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's so funny to me about this, because, like, it's both companies. Like, this company is just, like, insane. They just completely shut down after a day is just insane to me. And then to come back with this, Running with Scissors also acts like this, and it always baffles me, because to me, when I was growing up, that was like the edgiest game you could get, is Postal. And the fact that they get so emotional and offended over things, and then just, like, at a whim, or like, no, we're not doing this project anymore. Like, did you guys talk? Did the two communicate? Did the publisher and the developer say, hey, did you actually use AI? Maybe we should fix this, whatever. And then just put out, like, you know, they apologized, but they didn't apologize. Like, just put, like, a statement to say, okay, we're going to fix this. We're going to make this good. There's no men involved in this, is really my problem. It's all women.
There may be men, but they, you know.
It's with air quotes. Yeah, I don't.
Right.
I'm confused.
They all have the soy jack face going, ooh. Right.
It's so silly.
Well, they've been, once again, ratioed on that post as well.
We're closing again, baby.
You can see people pointing out and says, I still think the in-game assets may be AI generated as well. What does the sign the woman is holding even mean? No bananas?
Hey, I like her if that's the case. No bananas?
No
That might
bananas?
be my favorite video game character ever now.
This person says, is this studio run by 12-year-olds? Jesus fucking Christ.
Exactly.
Yesterday, our studio was mistakenly accused of using AI-generated art. Did you get a pair of glasses overnight over here? Right. What? Why? If you're shutting down the studio, why even bother replacing the AI images with human art? And if you're replacing the AI images with human art, why shut the studio down?
Exactly.
Yes.
They just tell everyone, listen, guys, we behind the scenes we've replaced them. Anyway, still closed. Thank you.
This motherfucker has a Blue Sky account, and that has, like, this guy with a Blue Sky account has more common sense than this fucking studio over here. That should tell you everything you need to know. Holy shit. I've never seen
incredible.
anything like this before.
I can't think of a single case in video games, at least this public. Maybe there's something behind the scenes we don't know about. I've never seen an implosion like this, and I'm just here to laugh at it. That's where I'm at, folks. The game looked like a cool idea. I would have loved if they actually, like, released the game, and it's just like, why? Why didn't you all just think this through? You're too reactive. Act like men.
The emotions,
please.
dude. It's all about the emotions.
Yeah.
You see people, gotta make a reaction, and they vomit. They go, closing the studio. Talk about, like, that is the epitome of running away from your problems.
Yes.
Oh, I got some criticism. Fuck, I've been in my bubble my entire life. I can't understand it when there's actual criticism when we're actually wrong. We're gonna run away and fucking hide.
Craig, we were talking about this, we've talked about this in the past, that when pressure comes down on you, at least for us, I think we get hyper-focused of like, okay, well, now we know exactly what we need to fix, and you become like, listen, we got to right this ship. It's not like, well, we're done, fuck it, throw everything away immediately. It's like, no, you still have something to run here.
Yep. Well, there you go. What a bunch of fucking idiots. Join the normal men. Hit that subscribe button right here and watch another video right here.